What if I told you that the most broken character in a Hunger Games trilogy was once the most brilliant strategist Panem had ever seen? Today, we're diving into Hamish Abernathy's origin story. And trust me, everything you thought you knew about this character is about to be completely flipped upside down. Drop A in the comments if you've been waiting for Hamish's backstory as long as I have. The setup that changed the game. Picture this. It's 24 years before Katniss ever stepped foot in an arena. The year of the 50th Hunger Games. The second quarter quell. But here's the kicker that makes your stomach drop. Instead of 24 tributes, there are 48. That's right, double the children, double the terror, double the bloodshed. And standing in that crowd of doomed teenagers is a 16-year-old boy who's about to pull off one of the most audacious moves in games history. His name, Hamish Abernathy. But here's what'll blow your mind. This isn't the broken, alcoholic mentor we know. This is a sharp, charismatic, dangerously intelligent kid who thinks he can outsmart the Capitol itself. Pause for a second. How do you think you'd survive with double the competition? Let me know in the comments. The genius reveals himself now. What makes Hamish's story absolutely insane isn't just that he survives. Collins doesn't just throw us another strong tribute wins through violence story. Oh no. She gives us something way more terrifying. A teenager who understands the games better than the people running them. Hamish doesn't just play the game, he studies it. He sees patterns the game makers think are invisible. He spots weaknesses in their perfect system. And then, he does something that makes the Capitol's worst nightmares come true. I can't spoil exactly what happens, but let me just say this. Imagine being so strategically brilliant that you literally break the arena. Not with brute force, with pure, calculated genius. The game makers thought they were in control. They were wrong. Who else thinks they could figure out the arena's weakness? Drop your strategy in the comments. I'm reading all of them. The victory that destroys everything. Here's where Suzanne Collins shows us why she's a master storyteller. Most authors would end with the victory. Collins. She shows us that winning is just the beginning of the nightmare. See, the Capitol doesn't just punish rebellion, they make it an art form. And Hamish, he just painted the biggest target on his back in Panem's history. What happens next is so systematically cruel, so precisely calculated to break a human being, that it explains everything about the man we meet in the original trilogy. This isn't just a prequel, it's a psychological horror story disguised as a survival tale. Collins forces us to watch as the Capitol doesn't just take Hamish's victory away from him. They take his soul. Every single move they make is designed to send a message to every district. Even if you win, you lose. This brings up a huge question: is it better to win and suffer the consequences, or never try at all? What would you choose? I genuinely want to know your thoughts on this moral dilemma, the contemporary mirror. But here's what makes this book absolutely essential reading right now. Collins is just telling a story about a fictional dystopia. She's holding up a mirror to our current world. The themes of political manipulation, propaganda, and how authoritarian systems maintain control. They hit differently in 2024. The way the capital uses spectacle and entertainment to distract from real issues. Sound familiar? Collins has always been brilliant at weaving social commentary into her narratives. But Sunrise on the Reaping feels almost prophetic. She's not just exploring how totalitarian regimes work, she's showing us how they evolve and adapt. The 50th Games become this masterclass in psychological control that feels unnervingly relevant to today's political climate. What parallels do you see between Panem and our world today? Don't hold back. I love a good discussion in the comments. Why this changes everything here. Why Sunrise on the Reaping is just another Hunger Games book. The missing piece that makes the entire series make sense. Every time Haymitch seemed to give up on Katniss and Peeta, every drink he took, every moment of cynicism that frustrated us, now we understand. We don't just know his backstory, we feel it. Collins has created something devastating here. A character study that shows us exactly how hope gets systematically destroyed, how idealism gets crushed under the weight of trauma, and how sometimes survival means becoming someone you never wanted to be. But here's the beautiful tragedy of it all: even broken, even destroyed, Haymitch still finds a way to mentor the next generation. He still finds a way to pass on just enough hope to keep the flame of rebellion alive. This book doesn't just explain Haymitch's alcoholism, makes it feel like the only rational response to what he endured. Drop a heart in the comments if this character analysis hit you in the feels. Haymitch deserved so much better. So here's my final question for you. After learning Haymitch's full story, do you think he's the tragic hero of the Hunger Games universe? Or is he something else entirely? Sunrise on the Reaping proves that sometimes the most important stories are the ones that hurt the most to tell. Suzanne Collins has just written a prequel. She has crafted a psychological masterpiece that recontextualizes everything we thought we knew about survival, resistance, and the true cost of victory. If you made it this far, you're clearly as obsessed with the Hunger Games universe as I am. Smash that like button if this breakdown got you hyped to read the book. And don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the stories that shape us. What's your favorite Hunger Games character, and why? Would you have made the same choices as Haymitch. And most importantly, your Team Katniss or Team Haymitch for most tragic character. I'm reading every comment, so don't be shy. Until next time, may the odds be ever in your favor. And remember, sometimes the real victory is just surviving to tell the story.